said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Gets it to him on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Rebels will call on their punt team.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game. This is a massive decision for the head coach because it is early. And how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
Looking for a crease, it's Allen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Good timing on the quick out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
And quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the wide receiver. Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rebels.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Under fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dinkins. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Snagged in the middle. It's Pena. Across the 25. He's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Fires to the right. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. And the offense will take that gift set up right on the doorstep. 1st and goal with the 1. On the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to throw at Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. Open space at the 25. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Allen. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Ivy. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Caught behind the line. It's Ross. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Allard. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Power football with the run. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Breaks into the open.
love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. Gashes the heart of the knee. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Finds him out of the backfield. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. There's an old-school thought that says just take the 3 here, but that feels like a win for the defense. I'm going here.
Yeah, and there's a new school thought that says I'm inside the 2-yard line. It's 4th down. I'm going for it. I'm going to be aggressive. So I don't think you have many opportunities like this. I like my chances going for it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th quarter touchdown on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Allard. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground games.
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. He's taking a deep shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback gets past the marker. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lee. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw it, Simmons. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they